Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. Yes, it's a pleasure for us because for the first time we have a triple cooperation between three very strong players. We have with Koki Transmission Systems an experienced supplier of selector forks in the automotive industry. We have with DSM an excellent long-standing partner that is providing materials in the high-performance sector, and that matches perfectly with our competences in high-performance polymers, where we design materials that are specifically made for applications like those selector forks, where it is absolutely essential to have requirements being met by the respective material in the application. I think it's for all of us in this collaboration very thrilling that we all bring a specific competence to the table. So DSM with its polymer know-how, CarNaTrix, so Koki Transmission Systems with their specific market know-how in selector forks, and us with being an expert in really choosing and developing high-performance polymers. So everyone is coming with a different competence to bring really innovation and new materials to the automotive industry. I think it's an outstanding example of what plastics can do nowadays, because the original part, as you can see here, was fully metal with a small plastic insert, and together we developed a part that is now fully made of plastics, but it's not only about metal for plastics, but it's also about functional integration. So we have sensors now integrated in the tips of the selector fork, so there's a lot of performance increase on the one side, plus of course we create additional value because we are replacing a tedious process of making this part by a very efficient injection molding process that combines both the material as well as functionality. So I think for the automotive industry, independent of what transmission systems will be there in the future, those solutions will survive and will be needed for the future as well. Traditionally, we are very broadly using the polymer base. So we use almost anything that is available from the polymer industry, and we are always looking for materials that fill gaps in performance. And ForTii is a material that has outstanding properties that are typically rather being met by the next higher selection of materials in the high-performance polymers. So with its outstanding TG at 160 degrees C, that is really something that is, from a cost-performance ratio, something really innovative, and that was one of the reasons why we've been able to gain this project together with Koki Transmission Systems in order to build the selector fork. I'm very excited. I think it's on all of us to really promote these kind of collaborations, because I think it's a blueprint for the future, where it is probably not that easy for each of us alone to tackle those markets, especially in a global environment. So I'm very excited to see the fruits of this cooperation, where we will see whether this is also a blueprint for future projects beyond the selector fork, by using materials with outstanding properties from a polymer supplier, using our know-how how to build complex compounds out of those, and then really to develop with application partners parts that have new properties, better cost-performance ratios, and functional integration, because this is certainly the future, and I'm convinced that this can only be done in collaborations that are similar to those ones we've established in this very project.